CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video, and in today's video, guys, we're going to go over the best hero for each troop that you guys should be using, or at least working towards getting to unlock if you like this certain troop combo and all that stuff. Guys, you haven't already appreciated if you do throw that code Chicken in the shop. This helps support the channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe. You want to see more stuff. We got a really big weekend of sneaky peekies and really interesting things coming to the next warship season that I'm super excited to show you guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, let's head on over to the Hero Hut and talk about the best hero for each troop. So, there are currently, what, 5 heroes? There's currently 5 heroes. So there's Sergeant Brick, Dr. Gavon, Captain Everspark, Private Bullet, Captain Rodero. Rodero is the main different one as he's flying. Bullet's really tanky. Everspark spawns critters all the time. Gavon is a healer, and Brick is more battle rushing. So with that in mind, let's take a look at every troop. And what I'll do for this is, like, obviously it doesn't matter. Like, nobody's running all Grens or all Medics or all Tanks. Maybe all tanks sometimes, but I'm going to try to put the troops into what you typically use them with. So rifle, maybe like a rifle Zuka medic, rifle bomber, that kind of thing. Typically, Gavon is going to be best for those types of like swarm units, heavy Zuka, rifle Zuka. Gavon works really, really well with that. I would put him at number 1, probably Everspark or Brick number 2, and I think I would put Bullet number 3, and then maybe Rodero number 4. Rodero, I feel like, is really weak on the main base. He doesn't provide nearly as much value as he does in warships, anyways. So I would rank them kind of like that. For warriors, there's basically 2 heroes. You either want to do Brick or Gavon. Brick for her. Come on, Chicken. Brick for her battle orders, and Gavon for his ice shield. You could use Bullet in there too, and you can like taunt him and shock Bullet in place and do things like that, which work. So you can use for the easiest stuff, it's going to be Gavon. Brick and her battle order is a little bit trickier, and then Bullet and taunt or shock Knuckles or whatever you're trying to do there, probably the hardest out of those 3, but he can work, so he's worth mentioning there. Tanks, medics, tank, grand medic. This is where Everspark actually really shines, and the reason for that is her constant flow of critters can distract all the things that tanks and grands don't like, namely boom cannons and things like that. Gavon's second wind also works too, but what ends up happening is like the troops just kind of run to the front. He doesn't really heal the tanks up enough to make a significant difference. He can definitely work in there though. Brick can also work. Bullet's a pretty good troop to use with the armored units, especially with his taunt and things like that. He can just absorb like all the rocket launcher fire and that kind of thing. But I would say the number 1 hero for if you're just running basic T-Med would be Captain Everspark, just for that constant flow of critters that can really help distract all the single target units and just help keep those tanks alive and doing lots of damage. Scorchers. Scorchers probably work best with Bullet. Gavon doesn't heal them enough. They don't die quickly enough to get enough value to second wind. Ice Shield's not really worth it since they have so much health anyways. You could use Brick with them in battle orders, but that's not really a thing. She kind of gets in the way, and she just doesn't really track very well with the Scorchers since they're kind of all over the place. And when they get the boost from battle orders, it's not like Zukas or something where they're just like bang, bang, bang. Like they're still taking a minute to get through everything. So I would say Bullet if you're going to use Scorchers. Bullet and Taunt or Energy Drink. Just because, again, he does a good job of standing in front of the troops and just absorbing splash damage, distracting boom cannons, and things like that. His range is also typically shorter than the Scorchers as they move throughout. He might get stuck in a building as they keep moving forward, but Taunt works really well with that. So, Laser Rangers, we can lump these guys in with Bombardiers, maybe Cryoneers too. I would say they work really well with Everspark, but they also work really well with Gavon and his second wind, because you'll see that compared to rifles and Zukas, there's a lot less Laser Rangers. So if you lose like 3 or 4, you can bring them all right back with second wind and it's pretty strong and it works pretty efficiently. Same thing with Cryoneers and Bombardiers. They stay back so far that if they are getting hit with rockets, Kavan can help heal them up. Obviously, there's only 3 of them, so his second wind bringing them back can be extremely useful. I would put mechs in with like the armor units we talked about. Bullet probably the best bet. And our only flying unit is going to be the only time we talk about Captain Rodero, because that's where he really comes in and shines. Just as more air damage, being able to distract for the rocket choppers and kind of staying with them, kind of staying in that pace. Rocket choppers are a bit too fast for any other hero because they're flying, obviously, right? So they're not stopping in the same places and that kind of thing. So, I mean, on paper, Bullet would be great with rocket choppers, but they typically kill stuff and then go in front of him, so he doesn't really get much value from that. And Brick's abilities don't work on them. Battle Orders doesn't work on flying troops. Neither does Iron Will. And, yeah, Second Wind doesn't work on them. So it's basically Rodero is why he's there, right, is to go with the rocket choppers. So that's pretty much the list. Let's try to embarrass ourselves here with some warrior attacks with Ice Shield, because we did talk about that briefly at the open. But you guys let me know in the comments. Is there another troop or meta combo that we didn't talk about that you guys really like? I'm definitely interested to hear what you guys use. And the thing with Boom Beach is like these troops and tactics are always kind of changing a little bit. I definitely put a smoke down there. That didn't go. That didn't go. That's going to ruin our whole attack now, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. We still have a fair number of them left. We should be alright, I would think. So you see Kavan right here. He's going to stay pretty close to them. And we're going to go Shock, Shock, Ice Shield, and Critter. And Golden Critter, because why not? I don't know. Oh, there's a Shock Launcher right there. I kind of screwed that up. They'll still be fine. They'll still get through. There's not a lot of defenses over here. But you can see that Ice Shield definitely helping out the Warriors. You know, that's why it's there. So, yeah. I believe Kavan, when he first came out in like 2018 or 17, whatever it was, or maybe it was 16, I don't even know. I think he was made to pair with Warriors because that just works. It just works so well. But yeah. That's what I would say for my list of who goes kind of best with who's got the best synergies and that kind of thing. Obviously, you know, you can make different things work. I'm trying to go over the more like obvious examples of who you want to use with what, right? Like, can you make Brick work with all tanks? Probably, but most people aren't really going to use that. So I hope you guys found the video helpful. And again, for you vets out there, let me know some other tips and tricks that you have for the people, the noobs just starting the game. And yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next one. Check it out. Back.